matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
On one, ready? 11 MP, 11 MP. 12, 12, 12.
Quickly to the air is Burrow.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Now Willis.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Play action. Here's Willis.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Third down, it's Willis.
He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
It's taken to the 26.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Burrow will throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
11 empty, pace. 11 empty, pace.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away? You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's Willis. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Okay, ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
first down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
First and 10, it's Willis.
He completes it to Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The Dolphins at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again on second and 10.
Willis.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call.
Willis. That'll be caught by Eric Ezukama. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Willis wants to pass it again.
And this one's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw again on second down.
Willis.
That is caught inside the 5.
And the Dolphins are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, come on. Hey. 65.
Throw left side complete. That's McGee. Touchdown Dolphins. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
couple yards deep. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
11.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. That's complete to Turner. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 11 MT. 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll put him right at 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. It's a first down.
Done.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And not a whole lot there as he'll get him down at about the 2.
calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Myers' kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now, here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On first down, Willis.
He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Willis.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Willis.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sanders' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
On third down, here comes Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Willis will look to throw on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's McGee. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Hands it off out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to... No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Dolphins have got it. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but... boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down and 4. Willis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
With some complimentary football there. One side, your defense forces the fumble, and then they drive it down the field. Now, obviously, Charles, they wanted the touchdown, but at least they were able to drive it down and get free out of that.
Yeah, now we'll have to see how the other sideline responds because they had plenty of time during that field goal to think about that fumble and how they were going to react. What are they going to do when they get the ball back and try and make things a little bit better for their team?
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40.
11 mighty. 12.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On one, ready?
Now Burrow on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Dolphins 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
19 Tiger. Set, triple, set, go.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Willis with it on 3rd and 1. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Come back team. 18, Pioneers. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
60 Bison.
For the Miami Dolphins. 1st and 10. 20-yard line.
A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready up.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point and good by Sanders. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
11 MP, take! 11 MP, take!
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He sets to fire deep. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Willis. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Go! Left 19!
Slot man moves right. 3rd down, it's Willis. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Burrow.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11.
Burrow.
That's complete to Turner. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down.
Burrow.
And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. 12. 11.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Here's Willis.
He finds his man, complete. It's McGee. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
motion left is Beckham.
Throwing, Willis.
Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Willis to throw.
And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere almost to the Brose. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football.
And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this defense has broken it open as they return to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Well, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second.